Hello everyone, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought's The Shipyard. Today we are moving on with our naval scenarios, doing Design a Dreadnought. So, this is a pretty straightforward objective. We are simply going to build a Dreadnought and destroy a small fleet. So we are going to be building a Dreadnought type battleship. We have $441 million to work with. The enemy fleet consists of 2 battleships, and all these ships are going to be older styles. So we got 2 older semi-dreadnoughts, according to the scenario description. That is what they will be. 2 heavy cruisers of the same class, and then 2 light cruisers of differing classes, and the battleships are also of differing classes, so this should be interesting. We have a time limit of 150 minutes, our objective, single enemies, and the enemy will never retreat. That is all well and good. What do we want to use for our bonus? We can do mixed technology, survivability, and maneuverability. That'll be decent. Or we can do firepower. Honestly, I might go with survivability and maneuverability because I think our guns might already be good enough. These are going to be older tech battleships, so their armor probably won't be as good. But being able to have more armor on our hand, we might be able to get away with doing some of our normal tactics where we just encircle the fleet with our either AR-1 ship or our cut pair of ships, so depending on however many we manage to build. I have a feeling we're only going to be building 1 ship because I usually build them as expensive as possible, but that's beside the point. Alternatively, I could just go and, because this would give us a lot of bonuses to our gun accuracy, and survivability might not be that big of an issue, but I also feel bad because I usually go for enhanced firepower anyway in these scenarios. But I guess if it still works, don't change it. Now we have a couple of holes here, a few holes. We have Dreadnought Wide, Dreadnought Long, Dreadnought 1, and Dreadnought USA. I am a filthy American, so I'll probably go with Dreadnought USA. But let's take a look at what we also have for these other ones. So Dreadnought Long just gives us this flat surface, but then the Dreadnought Wide is shorter, but is, wider. So that would probably be able to allow us to put side guns, which I'm not really too interested in doing that in this scenario. It might be nice, but honestly, I think I'm just going to go with the USA Dreadnought, because, once again, I am a filthy American. Then I don't have to worry about putting multiple barbettes on this thing, because it already has essentially one on the back, and then what could be used as a secondary one up top if we place our secondary towers properly. We also get access to the large cage mass, which gives us... I just realized that my my game audio is not coming in through my headphones. There we go. Hopefully that works. I'm not sure if that's going to fix it in OBS, but we will definitely find out. Let me check that really quick. You are... Properties, headphones. Okay, yeah, it's working. Alright. We're good. Had a slight blunder there. Alright, anyway, standard superimposed barbette. Actually, we might go with a medium superimposed barbette, because I don't know what caliber gun we're going to use, but I don't expect to use, what do we got access to? 14-inch guns, Mark II, or Mark III 13-inch? Our 13-inch Mark IIs are far more accurate, so we might go with that. Of course, I hate the look of these things. I mean, it's not terrible, I suppose. That and they're not the US style either, which bothers me, but, you know. Oh, they're Italian. Okay. You can tell because we got the Italian flag up there. USA battleship, but it's an Italian built. Alright. More or less. 4-weight offset's pretty ridiculous. Let's move that gun back. Let's see what else we can shove onto this. I don't think we're gonna be able to fit 8-inch secondaries, but we could possibly fit some casemates. Some 5-inch casemates would do fine. What can we do for secondary armament? Nope. Can't fit 6-inch. 5-inch guns? Nope. 4s. Singles? Nope. 3-inch. We can fit 3-inch guns, single 3-inch guns on the superstructure, and or single 2-inch guns. I'm curious to see what 4-inch casemates. I might actually, you know what? Instead of 5-inch, let's do 4-inch. Just make that a uniform 4-inch casemate battery, and then what else? 3-inch guns. Let's just do 2-inch. Oh my lord, the lag. Never mind. We're not doing 2-inch guns because I won't allow it. We'll just do the 3-inch secondaries then. Or not, because it only lets me do... There we go. That's a lot better. See, it shows all of these different mounting points. I wish I could put the guns here and here. But they're not going to allow for that, so no big deal, I guess. Speed. We are going to aim for 22 knots in this thing. Might be ambitious, given how much I just loaded this thing down, but I am correct in guessing that as the optimal speed for the hull. Induced boilers. We don't have anything other than coal, hydraulic steering gear. We are going to use Krupp 2 armor. Barbette, best anti-torpedo, double bottom, Citadel 2, anti-flood 2, and reinforced bulkheads. And then standard ratio for our main guns, increased HE for the secondaries. For our HE shells, probably stick with nose fuse. As for our AP, we should go with standard. And that should give us hopefully enough AP armor pen without sacrificing our damage too much. We're going to go with TNT 4 because that is the best bursting charge I feel you can get your hands on. Between ballistite and white powder, we're going to stick with white powder because it's more accurate. Semi-auto reloading and electro-hydro 2, along with a let's go with a coincidence rangefinder. I have a feeling we might be getting a little closer to the enemy than what I would probably want to go. Probably closer than I really want to be, but whatever. 4-inch extended belt. We'll do a 2-inch main and a 1-inch deck extended, along with a 13-inch conning tower. Can we boost the extended belt up to 6? Not really. What can I get rid of? 3-inch top for the main gun, along with aim for 14-inch side and 12-inch barbette. 3-inch top on the casemate, along with... Can we go with 6-inch side armor? Alright, now we have a lot of weight that we need to shave off in order to have this armor scheme reduce our range a bit, because we don't need that much for this scenario. And that allows us to have our deck armor where it is. Alright, first inner deck. I want 1 inch. Slightly overweight. Inner belt. We got 14 inches. Let's aim for something like 7 is fine. That's honestly what I was probably originally going to go with. I might actually... You know what? Let's drop that down to 6. And then what else can I... Can I lower... I don't want to lower the range that much. What might I be able to sacrifice here? Dirt Traverse? Yeah, that doesn't really do enough. 4-inch extended, and then reduce this. Honestly, electrical turret 1 might have been fine, but it's not really doing enough. If I reduce the range, then I might be able to increase the inner belt to 5. And if I reduce you to just electrical 2, that should be fine. Yeah, this one has lighter main guns. Wait, no. Has a lighter hull weight and engine weight. Oh, it doesn't add to the engine height, because Electro Hydro adds to your engine weight on top of your hull weight, but your guns are lighter, but they are more expensive. So Electrical 2 is good when you don't have a lot of guns. So, but Electro Hydro is good when you have a lot of guns. So we'll stick with Electrical 2 because we don't have as many we don't have as many main guns as we probably could. Our engine would be heavier than our guns are. I don't know if as Electro Hydro is still technically better. We do get a significantly higher flash fire chance than we do with the Electro Hydro, but yeah, whatever. Shouldn't be that big of a difference. I think we'll be good. I'm not going to... Well, we could probably get away with adjusting the gun length of the secondaries. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. I'm fairly happy with this. This is, oh, dear lord, no, I am not. I forgot the funnels. Somebody was probably yelling at me about that. Old standard funnel. Let's move you back. Large funnel. Our weight offset is horrific. Alright, how much weight do we need to shave off now? A lot. 4-inch inner belt. I hate shaving armor off like this, but I can't really do much. That's why our range was so low. There we go. Some guns have poor sectors of fire. Oh. Is it these? Probably these. Yeah, I think it's those. Alright, well, let's move that, move you forward, and move you forward. And then we can move you back. Does that fix the problem? Yes, it does. Alright. There we go. 2-inch guns are fixed. Shortened advanced cage mast. Huh, that's interesting. Alright, it still tells us that we have guns with poor sectors of fire, but I really don't know what it's going on about, so I'm not going to worry about it. Our main guns are fine, and our casemates are, well, casemates, so I'm not really too worried about these 2-inch guns. Let's see here. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? We have some extra weight now, so let's see if we can boost this back up to 5-inch. sort of, we can. Let's see here. 12-inch conning. There we go. 11.8-inch conning tower. You know, sometimes it's just better to have, less armor. But, I think in this case I've put myself in a spot where that theory doesn't really apply. But I don't think that's enough armor to really 11.8 inch, is probably not enough to really stop anything. Okay. We will call this the Traitor class. The Traitor class, because we are a U.S. battleship fighting for Italy. Oh, this is a horrific thing I have designed, in my opinion, simply for that singular fact. We are going to launch. I do enjoy this game sometimes, being able to do these scenarios and then make something wacky like that. I mean, it's not entirely wacky. I've seen some pretty wacky stuff from other content creators, like Stealth17 and his giant, oh, what did he? I think he called it a donut battleship, but where it was just a giant, or I think he did a pancake at one point. I don't know, where it was just the beam in, he went into the game files and made it to where he could adjust the beam of the ship and to its maximum values. So you had a really stretched out and a really tall ship. So why is this thing taking so long to load? I've never had a scenario take this long. But I guess I could take the opportunity to talk about a couple of plans for the channel. In regards to Arms Trade Tycoon, that second episode is still planned, just haven't gone around to it. I might get around to that today. The scenario's almost done loading, because I can now hear it. On top of that, we might actually get into doing Helldivers, which would be fun to fight for the glory of Super Earth, but we are in our scenario. I'm going to quickly get a screenshot here. And yeah, that won't work. I have a couple to choose from there. Alright, let's boost our speed. Let's angle ourselves a bit. I don't know which ship is which. Okay, you're a pre-Dreadnought. Let's fire at you. Alright. 19% accuracy, 32%. Yeah, I'd say we're good here. Let's not get too close. I'd say this is a good range to be firing at. We got good accuracy with the main guns. Or potentially good accuracy with the main guns, so let's... They might nail us via volume of fire, but I'm not too terribly concerned about that. There we go, we got 25%, 47. Alright. Take a swig of my Celsius. I've been drinking this Celsius brand sparkling, I don't know if you call it juice or it's really not water. That was a really good hit we got on that Dreadnought, semi-Dreadnought. But yeah, I've been drinking this Celsius. I'm not really sure best to describe it. It's like a sparkling juice almost. It only has like 10 calories and it boosts your metabolism. So, burns body fat, reduces, accelerates metabolism. Actually, it provides a lot of energy. Let's fire out their other battleship. Oh, that was a heavy cruiser we were shooting at. Okay, what do their battleships look like? Oh! Oh, I see. Ah, I'm having flashbacks to the Imperial class. Oh, that was a nice hit. does their other one look like? Oh, yep. Oh, that thing looks hideous. Okay. Yeah, then we absolutely messed up their heavy cruiser. That was another good hit on the enemy proto Dreadnought. Oh, that was also... So for all those War Thunder players yesterday, we were, for all of our War Thunder viewers who might be watching this, Will and I were playing last night, and we actually recorded a video you guys will probably should see tomorrow. I'll have to edit it tonight. But, we were recording some War Thunder, and we had a good bit of fun with it. We ended up, there's about 30 minutes of footage that you guys probably won't see any of, but, we sat around for 30 minutes, in the middle of the recording, in the hangar, talking about the proposed Yugoslavian tech tree for War Thunder. And I hadn't looked at it before, and I was very skeptical of how good of a lineup Yugoslavia could even have. After looking at it, I have fallen in love with it. Because it has so many... It suffers from the same syndrome of... has the same shit you can get in other tech tree syndrome. That China does. The same thing that China does. But the difference between them and China is they have enough unique stuff and, like, truly unique mix-match Franken tanks in that game. In that lineup, I mean. That I have fallen absolutely in love with it, including one of the proposed premiums being a modernized M18 Hellcat, which I think is hilarious, because it's Venezuelan, technically, but it was, from the little bit of research I did, the modernization was done by a Yugoslavian firm. For those who are interested, it was the M18A2 is what they called it. It's kind of hard to find good information on it, but it is from there you can find pictures of it, is what I was going to say. The enemy is being very stubborn and not dying like they're supposed to. So let's take out the smaller ships then. But, anyways, yeah, so this proposed Yugoslavian tech tree, there's an M5 Stuart with a German Pak-40 gun mounted in it, kind of like a Martyr-style vehicle, but it's a Stuart chassis, which I love. There's the French, Danger Limo, but instead of a 40mm Beaufort, it has a Russian Dishka mount, which I thought was great. Oh, what else was there? The reserve tier consists of, some of the, French vehicles. So there's a lot of French and, stuff, so you'll see things like the H-39 and whatnot. Like I said, there's that weird M18. There was a Stuart 4, which I'm actually not sure what model of Stuart that's supposed to be. I haven't looked it up yet. Excuse me. But then we were looking at other Yugoslavian vehicles, and I discovered the Yugoslavia Medium Tank A, which is a heavily modified T-34-85. It essentially looks like an upsized T-50 with its whole cheeks, but it's a T-34 chassis, so it's hilarious, and I love it. I fell in love with it, which I usually don't do for a Russian-style vehicle. But it was wacky and unusual enough that I absolutely fell in love with it. So, so yeah, I think so. If Yugoslavia gets added into the game, and it has a lot of the vehicles that have been proposed on the War Thunder forum, you can count on me playing that tech tree a lot, because I love wacky tanks, and their tech tree is filled with wacky tanks. We're also getting very close to the Brandenburg. Oh, that's not the Brandenburg, the Bobenberg. Let's go broadside and hammer this guy. God, the game's lagging. Alright. 20 decent firing solution. Good hit. Really good hit. The Traitor. We are the Traitor Legion of Warhammer. One of the Traitor Legions of Warhammer. That's actually something I'm excited for, is Space Marine 2 to come out. That aside, though. Let's see here, can we sink it? Nope, they've turned away, so they are being stubborn. Let's turn the ship around. Is the gut... That's not supposed to be doing that. Our rear gun, or one of our rear turrets, just phased through the superstructure. Okay. I'm not gonna complain. But alright. Torpedo in the water. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. That's gonna miss. You guys, on the other hand, are a bit more concerning. Yep, there's another one. That one, on the other hand, is a concern. Oh, nope, that one's hitting. Yep, we got it. Oh my god, they're flinging torpedoes at us. We've gotten too close to the enemy. Oh, the lag. We haven't even sunk a single ship yet. Oh my lord. Blast it! Jesus Christ. Oh my god, they're not even gonna just sink us. They're getting so many partial pins on us that they might just sink us out of sheer will. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're doing a lot of damage, but they're just not sinking. And we're also eating a lot of damage. Okay, let's speed this back up. Let's get ourselves away from the enemy a bit. Come on, die, you heathen! Come on, sink! Oh my lord. It's so close. Sink! Sink! Die! Oh my goodness. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I don't... See, whenever I play, all my guns rarely... My main guns on a battleship rarely ever hit the center of the enemy. It's always the bow or the stern. Therefore, when I do hit the enemy, and I do make them flood, they're usually compartments that are already flooded, which is super annoying. Why this happens, I do not know. But it makes sinking enemies super annoying. There we go. Are they? Ah, shit. Full speed, full speed. Alright, make a turn, make a turn. Torpedo missed. Okay, let's, that's one battleship down. Let's see if we can't sink this other one. We got another torpedo in the water. Slow down, slow down. Reverse. Barely managed to avoid it. Forward again. Secondary, shoot the light cruisers. I'm getting sick of their shenanigans. Good hits on the enemy battleship. They might sink from that. Hopefully we can get rid of the battleship. Alright, okay. We're in a much better spot now. Let's, main guns target the heavy cruisers, light guns target the light cruisers. Secondary guns, I mean. Shoot that one, actually. God, our whole integrity is fading rapidly. Okay, screw it. Did I? No, main gun damage. Okay. The game is also significantly lagging. I need to sink these light cruisers. The secondaries aren't accurate enough to do it, so main gun time. Not really what I usually do, but HE shall go boom, so. No pen. How much armor does this? 3 inches. 2.5 inch. Huh. An armor quality of 100%. Why is the game lagging so much? Okay. Come on. Oh, dear lord. Yep, torpedo missed. Thank God, because I don't want to deal with anything else. I have so many secondaries. Why aren't they hitting? Oh, there we go. That's a good hit. That one's also a good hit. Died via structural damage. That is the ultimate Admiral version of overpressure. Even though that's not at all what just happened, but you get the point. Come on. Oh, that's a decent bit of damage. Why? I don't know why the game lags that much. This has issues. On top of that, I want the main gun shooting at you. Ah, screw it. Shoot at the heavy cruisers again. Oh, I thought my ship said no ammo. So the enemy's out of main gun ammo. And they're heavy cruisers. So that's good. They really can't pen me. They are getting a lot of partial pens. More flooding in that heavy cruiser. I think they're about to sink. Let's target them. The other heavy cruiser. The Innsbruck. I'm also being chased by a child. Come on, stop it. Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water. Come on, speed past it, speed past it. I'm not yep. Engine 3 damaged. That's not good. Let's get below cruising speed. What is mine? There we go. Good hits. I don't know if that's gonna flood them out. It might. That light cruiser seriously launch a okay. Whatever. One more volley. Yeah, okay, they're done. You're the last one. So how would I rate my performance this mission? My tactics, probably the worst I've ever done in this. One of my main guns is actually completely out. I probably could have played this a lot more safely. And I probably could have done a better design, probably made better choices when it came to my guns. Oh my lord. Well, he no longer exists in the physical plane. Alright. We won. The ship took a lot of damage, but we won nonetheless. Armor is good. So, there is that. I would not ever claim to be somebody you should watch for tips on this game in most cases, because I think I would do terribly. I would lead everyone astray. So, anyways, that being said, we won regardless, and I probably made a simple scenario harder than what it should have been. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. I do read the comment section. And if you haven't already and you don't want to miss any of our future content, be sure to subscribe. At 300 subs, we are going to make a public Discord server. Um, and on top of that, guys, like I said, we do have a lot of plans in the works regarding other games. We do want to play Helldivers. Cameron already has it and has already been playing it. Mikey wants to play, and I want to play that, so we will probably be doing Helldivers 2 in a bit. Um, on top of that, I think, like I said, Arms Trade Tycoon should be back here soon. It's just a matter of me actually getting around to recording an episode and not screwing it up, because I did it once already and then absolutely put myself in a spot in that game and it wasn't good. Thankfully, I still have the original save from where we left off, but they did a lot of rebalancing in that game, so we'll see what happens. We might end up having to start fresh. But we'll see. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.